Okay guys, I have done the face, so let's go straight to the makeup. For the makeup, I'm starting with my setting spray, after which I'll go in with the beauty sponge, damp beauty sponge, to press in the setting spray to my face. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to prime my face. And this is the primer I'm using, affordable primer. You can use any primer you have. This is what I have at hand. I use it to prime all the areas that I normally sweat on, or I bring out oil from the, and I don't leave my brows out of this. I highlight all the places I need. Then I go in with my foundation. This is a foundation a little bit lighter than my own shade to highlight my brow areas. Then after that, the next thing I'm going to do is to set the brows with my setting powder. I set it by pushing the setting powder towards my skin, then going with the spoolie, and this is a hair gel. You can use any gel you can lay your hands on, or if you have a brow tamer, you can use it just to put my brow hairs in place. Then after that I'll go in again with the setting powder. As you can see, I'm making it to stay in place using the smoother side of the spooler. Then after that, I'll go in with the setting powder to set it so that my eye pencil will glide easily on the brows. Okay, that's the sense of that. I am putting powder on your brows. Okay, I have a detailed video on how to apply how to do brows as a beginner. Check the previous video to know how to, if you don't know how to draw your brows, check the previous video. As you can see, I did not trim my brows. I don't know why I didn't do that, but with this method it makes it easier for me to do the brows and go my way without trimming. But I think it will be much better if I trimmed the brow. Yeah, so after outlining the brows, I will go into filling the rest of my brow. Then I'll brush it off a little with my spooler. Then I'll go in with my concealer. This concealer I'm using is a shade lighter than me, and this flat brush to clean under the brows. As you can see, I'm starting midway of the brow. I did not touch the beginning of the brows with concealer. I'm going to do that beginning of the brow with my foundation. That will make it more natural and easy to blend in. Yeah, once I apply the concealer, you can see I'm pushing it down towards my eyelid. Then after that, I will apply the concealer all over my eyelid. And then go in with my beauty sponge, the damp beauty sponge, to blend it in. So putting a lighter concealer on your eyelid will make your eyelid brighter for application of your eyeshadow. So that any eyeshadow you apply, when your eyelids are brighter, any eyeshadow you apply will pop out easily. But if you don't have, if you have what they call it, eyeshadow primer, you can go in with that. But as a beginner, this is a beginner friendly makeup. We're making do with what we have at hand. And as you can see, I did not clean the upper part of my brows. I only cleaned the lower part of the brows. Then the next thing is I'll go with the same foundation I use with this foundation brush. This foundation is a little bit lighter than me, but I don't know why I decided to use it. Direction will come out okay. As you can see, I'm starting from the middle of my inner corners of my face towards the outer corner, and I did not apply foundation underneath my eyes. As you can see that you don't need to have too much product underneath the eyes. I'm leaving my under eye alone because I'm going to use my concealer there. I'm applying this foundation. Use this prime brush towards the outer side. After that, I'll go in with the damp beauty sponge to blend everything in. Then for blush, I'm using my red lipstick. If you have cream blush, you can use a cream brush, but I don't have a cream blush. That's why I'm using my red lipstick. As a beginner, as I said earlier, we make do with what we have. Then under the blush, that's the red lipstick, I'm applying my dark concealer. It is a shade darker than my own shade. If you don't have that concealer, you can use that foundation if you have. Then for under my eyes, I'm using my concealer, the same concealer I use on my brows. I'm using it to apply on my inner and outer corners of my eyes and then the bridge of my nose. Then I'll first start with blending the blush, that's the red lipstick, and the dark concealer. As you can see, I'm using a dabbing method. I'm blending it upwards towards my ear. Then from there I will blend the edges of my hair. Like, see, I'm blending it towards my hairline. Whatever, I'm blending it towards my hairline. So the same beauty sponge, I'm using the cleaner part. See, I did not use the part I used to blend the concealer, the blush. I'm using the cleaner part so that I will not end up ruining my highlighter. The cleaner part is what I'm using to blend it under the concealer under my eyes, and I'm blending it towards anything you are doing and blend it outwards from inside to the outward parts. Then I also go in with Elegant concealer in color Fun. It is 2 shades lighter than my own shade to make my eye area pop out more. Then I'll blend it in. Everything I'm doing, the blending method is dabbing method. You dab it, tap till you blend everything. Take your time to blend. As a beginner, take your time to blend. Blending is key. And also I put the concealer on my eyelid also. After that, I go in with my setting powder. As you can see, I did not bake. I just put the setting powder, press it in on the concealer area, the areas I highlighted. I press it in. Even my smile line, I'll try to set my smile line, and I'll go in with the same powder, little of it, to do reverse contour. Next step is to go in with my powder. This is my powder shade. This is Glam Girls compact powder. I'll use it to set the rest of my face. Then for eyeshadow, I'm using this fluffy blending brush. Go in with the orange eyeshadow as my transition shade. The first transition shade is the first. I'll go in with a transition shade which is orange color. Using this fluffy brush, I will blend it towards in between my brow bone and my crease. Then I'll go in with this brush to apply the darker brown towards the outer corners of my eyes, and I'll blend it inwards towards my crease, but I make sure that most of the eyeshadow are resting on the outer corners of my eye. Then I'll go in with black eyeshadow to apply it directly on my lash line. Then I wing it out a little on the outer corner and go in with the same brush I use for the brown eyeshadow to blend it together to make that side darker a little bit. Then I'll go in with my middle finger to apply the yellow eyeshadow on my crease. It's very simple, that's all. After applying it, I will blend everything together, the corners, that's the edges of the eyeshadow, using the fluffy blending brush so that there won't be harsh lines. So that's it for the eyeshadow. After that, I'll go in with as I said, I did not apply eyeliner. You know, we are beginners. This is a beginner friendly makeup. I did not apply eyeliner, only mascara. I did not apply eyelashes. Then I'll go in with this my Zaron face definer, the darker shade of it, to set my contour part. So as a beginner, you might like to have some products that have more than 1 or 2 products in them. So this product has darker shade, lighter shade powder, and then the highlighter, that shimmer powder. I'm using what is left on the brush I used to set my contour to highlight contour the bridge of my nose. Then the same palette, I'll go in with the lighter powder to set my under eye and all the areas I highlighted. Then I'll go in with my setting spray to bring everything together, to make the makeup to stay together and they will not shift. What setting spray does is to put your makeup in place, keep them together. Then I use this brush to apply the highlighter from the same compact face definer by Zaron. The highlighter, I've used that brush to highlight my cheekbones and the brow bone, then the bridge of my nose, the cubic bone. After that, the same brush I use it to apply whatever that is left on the brown brush, on the brown eye pencil eyeshadow on my underlash. Then for underline, the waterline, I use the black eye pencil from Zaron to apply on my waterline so that it will make my eyes to pop out more. Then I'll go in with my mascara. I did not do any other thing on the eyes. You know, this is a makeup for beginners. Next thing I will do is to go in with the same eye pencil I use on my eyebrow to line my lips. If you have any other lip liner, I can go ahead. As I said earlier, this is a beginner friendly makeup, so we are making do with what we can lay our hands on. Then I'll apply my red lipstick. As a beginner, you need to have 2 lipstick, red and the nude. That's all you need as a beginner. After that, I'll go in with my powder again to marry everything together again. And this is what the makeup looks like. I went ahead to put in my hair, wear my wig, and this is what it looked like. So I discovered that the eyes are not giving what I wanted to, so I decided to give it a pop by using the same face definer palette, the highlighter there, apply it on my inner tear dots so that it will make my eyes to open up a little more. Yeah, so this is what we are looking like with the hair, with the makeup. This is what we are looking like. Okay, so guys, I decided to pack the hair. Let me see what it will make my face to look like. This is what my face looks like after packing my wig, my hair. This is what it looks like. So thank you for watching. Please comment, like, share and subscribe if you have not subscribed. Thank you so much. Bye.